King.
General.
We starved them out. But Jehoiakim still
Negotiations don't concern me, General. But your incompetence does. Finish it! Or you'll not find me as forgiving as the gods.
Yes, my king.
This is what Jehovah of Armies says. Because you did not obey my words, all this land will be reduced to ruins. And this land and its inhabitants will have to serve the king of Babylon for 70 years.
Daniel, where have you been? It's almost sundown.
Sorry. Jeremiah was speaking today, and I stopped by the temple on the way home.
Well, we're almost ready.
You were at the temple again today.
I was.
To gaze upon the pleasantness of Jehovah.
And to look with appreciation upon his temple.
I have something for you. So you can always have Jehovah's words with you.
Thank you, Papa.
What's wrong?
What's going to happen to us?
What always happens to Jehovah's faithful servants. Have no fear. Jehovah is our shield.
Dinner's ready.
Let's sing. Son, pick a psalm.
Jehovah is my light and my salvation.
You always choose that one.
Husham?
Jehovah is my light
And my salvation, whom should I fear?
Daniel. Stay and play?
I've got to go with Papa.
When you come back, you want to play Noah's Ark?
Sure. And who will you be?
I'll be a lion.
Then I'll be an elephant.
They're here. Gather your things. We have to go.
Go? Go where?
We don't live here anymore. Push him. Grab our bags.
I hate this place.
Let's go inside.
Open up.
Daniel, of the tribe of Judah. You will receive training in the house of the great king Nebuchadnezzar.
But this is my family.
Princes and nobles belong in the palace.
He's not a prince. He's just a boy. Please, I will go. If it's a servant you see...
No, I'm taking the boy.
Wait. Can we say goodbye?
Make it quick.
Be strong, my son. Jehovah is with you.
Daniel!
Michelle. Have you seen anyone else?
You didn't think we let you come here alone, did you?
That's Uriah. Hananiah.
This is Kizwan in the high tub.
Nice to meet you.
Move along.
So where are we going?
Palace, I guess.
So like Joseph in Pharaoh's house?
No, like Joseph in the dungeon.
Doesn't seem so bad to me.
Kizwan.
You don't say something, I will.
Hello.
Hi.
Move.
Come back again sometime.
These are the Jewish boys Ashton's son.
You have been chosen because you were wise. But you are lacking. You will learn our writing and our language. You will be given new names. And at the end of 3 years, you will serve the great king, Nebuchadnezzar. Today, you are foreigners. Tomorrow, the gods willing, Babylonians.
Meshach. You look like a Meshach.
Our new names sound like they're gods.
New names, new language. Soon they want us to worship their gods.
Calm down. My father had idols, and he worshipped Jehovah. Did you see the same city I did? It's the center of the world. We'll even eat from the king's table.
What do Babylonians eat?
His servants are given only the best.
You can't eat from this food. Why are you making a big deal out of this? Because it's unclean.
Is there a problem?
Our God doesn't allow us to eat such foods.
You fear your God?
I do.
Well, I am afraid of my lord the king, who has assigned your food and drink. He insists on these selections to maintain your strength and vitality. What if he should see you looking worse in appearance than the other youths. You would make me guilty before the king. I must obey the king. So must you. All of you. When dinner is served, I expect you to be hungry.
You don't speak for us.
You're right. You can make your own choice.
Didn't you hear him? We don't have a choice. It's a new land with new laws.
So what if some of the food is unbled? It's just food.
But Jehovah commanded us not to eat blood.
That's your interpretation.
You must not eat any blood at all. What's to interpret in that?
Maybe we should all take a moment and pray.
Pray. Here.
What's the point? Jehovah's in Israel. We're in Babylon now.
Don't you believe Jehovah's here too?
Jehovah said that we're his witnesses. What will people say about Jehovah if we give in and break his laws?
Your meal's ready.
Did you hear me?
Thank you. But if we eat those foods, we'll disobey our God.
You want to starve?
No, of course not, but he forbids us from eating blood and food that he calls unclean. Please, test your servants for 10 days, and let us be given some vegetables to eat and water to drink.
Vegetables.
Just
give us 10 days.
And then deal with your servants according to what you see.
Ashpenaz has summoned you. My lord, these young men are...
I know who they are. We've been watching you. All of you. You don't bow to our idols. You pray only to your God. And you are not eating our foods.
They insisted that their God would
Yet
not allow them.
somehow, you look healthier than the others. Continue giving them the diet they've requested. And Belteshazzar, your future is bright. Don't waste it.
Bring in the next group.
The total ration would be 15 kuru, 2 penu, and 5 sutu.
Correct. How much interest may a merchant charge on money and grain?
It would be 40%, my lord.
40%. Have you learned only to be a thief the past 3 years? And you, Meshach?
The rate is 20%.
Very good. Which star of Enlil is brightest in the Urgula constellation? Do you know?
It is the Lugal star.
Impressive. There is a tower that is high, but nonetheless has no shade. What is it?
Your ziggurat?
Hopeless. You can solve the riddle?
It is sunlight, my lord.
Correct. My wise men teach that the gods are responsible for everything. If that's so, why do the good suffer and the evil prosper?
No one's been able to answer.
As you say, O king, the wise do not always have the food, nor do the intelligent always have the riches, nor do those with knowledge always have success, because time and unexpected events overtake them all.
Who wrote those words?
Solomon.
Famed for his wisdom.
But its source was his God, our God, Jehovah.
Take them away.
When should we return?
You won't. Go back to your families. Proven worthless. Belteshazzar, no. Not the four of you. We have more to discuss. I do not know your God, but you've proven to be 10 times better than any priest or conjurer I've met. Ashpenaz will arrange for you to serve in the palace with my wise men. Maybe your gifts were wasted in Jerusalem, but here, they'll be put to use.
The victory in Jerusalem is complete. Our forces are now preparing to besiege Tyre.
They should remember what happened to Zedekiah. The gods are with us.
Jira, what is it?
It's about Jerusalem. Where are you going?
To see my family.
What's wrong?
It's Jerusalem. They tore down the walls, and they torched its towers. Many died, and they burned down Jehovah's house.
Why didn't our people listen? Did they think Jehovah couldn't see what they were doing?
As long as our temple existed, our people had hope.
As long as Jehovah exists, we have hope.
But he's rejected us because of our unrighteousness.
He hasn't. Not everyone. Jehovah told Ezekiel that in his eyes, you are as righteous as Noah and Job.
He said that.
He did.
If Jehovah cares so much, then why are we in exile? Why can't we go home? Why can't we be together?
You are home, son. I don't have all the answers. Stay close to Jehovah. You will be blessed.
I've had a dream. And I'm agitated. I need to know what I dreamed.
O king, may you live on forever. Relate the dream to your servants.
We will tell the interpretation.
No. If you don't make the dream known to me, along with the interpretation, you'll be dismembered. And your houses will be turned to public latrines. But if you do tell me the dream and the interpretation, you'll receive gifts and a reward and great honor. You've agreed to tell me something false and deceitful until the situation changes.
Deceitful?
Deceitful!
There is not a man on earth who can do what the king demands. What the king is asking is difficult. No one exists who can tell this to the king except the gods.
Ariok, seize them. Kill them!
Call the wise men. Hurry. By order of the king, round them up.
Jira, you're in danger.
Why? What happened?
I didn't hear everything, but the wise men angered the king. Everyone's to be executed by dawn.
Bring Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah here. I'll try to learn more.
Yes, Chaldean, Egyptian, Jewish, all the wise men.
Ariok.
Belteshazzar, you shouldn't be here.
Why is there such a harsh order from the king?
He had a dream, and no one can tell him what it is. Flee now. If you escape before dawn, you might survive.
Tell me why. I asked her. You haven't run. Hang them without their skins. Let the gods look down on their flesh, throw their bodies into the Euphrates. What good are wise men
without wisdom!
What are you doing here?
I need to speak with the king.
You need to go.
Please let me speak with him.
My lord.
This is Belteshazzar.
O king, interpretations belong to my God, Jehovah. He knows your dream and what it means.
Well, where is your God? Where?
I believe that I know that he will reveal it to me. Please, give me time. We have until morning.
To do what?
To reveal the dream to the king.
Well, how much of the dream has Jehovah revealed to you?
Well, nothing yet.
But Jehovah revealed that he would interpret it, right?
Not exactly.
Daniel, how do you know this is even going to happen?
Well, I can't be sure.
You'd better be sure.
His name is at stake. If he reveals the dream, it proves that he's the true God.
If? What can we do to help?
Pray. Pray that Jehovah have mercy on us. Oh, Jehovah. Surely you didn't bring us here just to die. What will people say? We told them that you are the God of the heavens, the only God who can reveal secrets. Please, vindicate yourself. Kira?
I found a man from the exiles of Judah who could make known the interpretation to the king.
I know who he is. Can you really make known to me the dream that I saw and its interpretation?
There is a God in the heavens who is a revealer of secrets. And he has made known to King Nebuchadnezzar what is to happen in the final part of the days. This is your dream. You saw an immense image. That image was standing in front of you. You yourself are the head of gold. But after you, another kingdom will rise, inferior to you. Then another kingdom, third one of copper that will rule over the whole earth. As for the fourth kingdom, it will be strong like iron. The kingdom will be divided, and as the toes of the feet were partly of iron and partly of clay, so the kingdom will be partly strong and partly fragile. In the days of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed. And this kingdom will not be passed on to any other people. It will crush and put an end to all these kingdoms. The dream is true, and its interpretation is trustworthy.
Quick, bring a fine robe and a necklace of gold. Burn incense before him. Truly, your God is a God of gods, and a Lord of kings, and a revealer of secrets. May your God be honored by the honor I give you. You are now ruler over all the province of Babylon.
O king, these servants also worship the God in the heavens. May they too be appointed to administer the province.
Make the necessary arrangements. You have proven far superior than these so-called wise men. I now appoint you their chief prefect.
Did you hear Nebuchadnezzar?
When he said, "Your God is a God of gods and a Lord of kings"?
Jehovah answered your prayer.
Jehovah answered our prayers.
What's going to happen next? Can we go back to Jerusalem?
I don't know what happens next, but as long as we stay close to Jehovah,
He will always be with us. As long as we have faith in Him.
There's nothing in the stars about kingdoms crushing kingdoms.
Of course not.
It's a trick.
But how did he know the dream?
Amaruchi, what message from the gods?
I have examined a sheep's liver. Your future is bright.
Stars of Shebetu, the giant, speak only of your grandeur.
And I'm the head of gold. Jehovah says so.
Your dream revealed many good things. But this Belteshazzar, he's a Jew. He's a clever Jew, to be sure, but he couldn't interpret dreams before he came to Babylon. He first had to be educated here and given a Babylonian name. A name that honors our great god, Bel. Bel used this young captive to reveal great things to you. Bel. Not Jehovah, who you defeated in Jerusalem.
So the tree is my enemies. Who is it after the 7 times Passover?
Then it is you again, O great king.
You are fools. At last, Belteshazzar, chief of the magic-practicing priests. All of the other wise men are unable to make the interpretation known to me. But you're able to do so. Explain to me the visions I've seen in my dreams.
What did you dream?
I saw a tree in the midst of the earth. And its height, it was enormous. And the tree grew and became strong. And its top reached the heavens. The tree grew, became strong, and it grew. And I saw a watcher with a banding of iron and of copper. So who's the tree?
Oh, my Lord, may the dream apply to those hating you, and its interpretation to your enemies. The tree that you saw, that grew great and became strong, whose top reached the heavens and was visible to all the earth, which had beautiful foliage, abundant fruit, and food for all, beneath which the beasts of the field would dwell, and on whose branches the birds of the heavens would reside. It is you, O King. And the king saw a watcher, a holy one, coming down from the heavens, who was saying, "Chop down the tree and destroy it." Leave the stump with its roots in the ground, with a banding of iron and of copper, and let the dew of the heavens make it wet, and let its portion be with the beasts of the field, until 7 times pass over it. This is the interpretation, O King. It is the decree of the Most High. You will be driven away from among men, and your dwelling will be with the beasts of the field. And you will be given vegetation to eat, just like bulls. And you will become wet with the dew of the heavens. And 7 times will pass over you until you know that the Most High is ruler in the kingdom of mankind, and that he grants it to whomever he wants. But because they said to leave the stump of the tree with its roots, your kingdom will be yours again, after you come to know that the heavens are ruling. Turn away from your sins by doing what is right, and from your iniquity by showing mercy to the poor. It may be that your prosperity will be extended.
Does Belteshazzar know when this will happen?
No. But your wise men doubt that his interpretation can be trusted. Look at the facts. Egypt's gods told the Egyptians that they would defeat us.
Yet you destroyed them.
So why should the God of the Jews be given any more credit? Look at what you've done. The gods are with you. You have made Babylon the greatest kingdom on earth. Belteshazzar wants you to grovel like a slave. You. A strong king means a strong kingdom.
Let's continue with our discussion of the stars of Enlil. Now, the Lugal star is the brightest star in the Urgula
The
constellation.
stars are reliable, unlike the gods of defeated nations. Go back to Jerusalem. Oh, you could, if there was anything left of it. Has Jehovah revealed anything new? It's been 10 months. Still no sign of this supposed insanity.
I trust my God.
Yes, as we do when we read the stars. But we still shape the message.
You will be held responsible for the words. And when a wise man speaks lies, well,
I spoke only what Jehovah revealed.
Have you forgotten what happened when some couldn't interpret the dream image? A death sentence followed.
And that was a flattering interpretation, that the king was a head of gold. This time, you said he'll go mad. And nothing has happened.
It will happen.
maybe, maybe not. But your words are against the king.
It's treason.
And no one can protect you from that. Months.
Nothing has happened.
But your words are against the king. Still no sign of this supposed insanity.
It's treason.
And no one can protect you from that.
can always have Jehovah's words with you.
Instruct me in your way, O Jehovah. Do not hand me over to my adversaries, for false witnesses have risen up against me, and they threaten me with violence. Where would I be if I did not have faith that I would see Jehovah's goodness in the land of the living? Please, test your servants for 10 days.
Somehow, you look healthier than the others. Continue giving them the diet they've requested.
I do not know your God, but you've proven 10 times better than any priest or conjurer I've met.
He had a dream, and no one can tell him what it is.
Jehovah answered your prayer.
Hope in Jehovah. Be courageous and strong of heart. Yes, hope in Jehovah.
Prepare a sacrifice to Bel. To the gods.
To the gods.
This city is the jewel of the world. Look at the Ishtar Gate, the gardens, the ziggurat so high, it reaches the gods themselves.
No one would question that.
It's odd that only 12 months ago one of your servants dared to suggest that you go insane.
Is this not Babylon the Great? That I myself have built for the royal house with my own strength and might, and for the glory of my majesty.
To you it is being said, O King Nebuchadnezzar, the kingdom has gone away from you, and from mankind you are being driven away. With the beasts of the field your dwelling will be, and you will be given vegetation to eat, just like bulls. And 7 times will pass over you, until you know that the Most High is ruler in the kingdom of mankind, and that he grants it to whomever he wants.
When you and your wise men have failed consistently, how can you claim Daniel to be a fraud?
This was a trick. Daniel conspired against your father.
A trick? Then how did he make it happen? Everything he has said has come true, which is quite different from our history with you. My father trusted me, and I trusted you. We're all wrong.
Tell me, who is this God in the heavens, Jehovah?
Over here.
Hail Nebo, Ishtar, and Marduk, greatest god of all!
Call the wise men. Call the wise men!
Doesn't appear to be known.
Are these all the wise men?
The best in the kingdom.
Please, I need to speak to the king.
The Queen Mother, my lord.
Oh, King, may you live on forever. There's a man in your kingdom who has the spirit of the holy gods. He will tell you the interpretation.
Who is this man?
Daniel.
Daniel? Who's Daniel? Are you Daniel?
I am, my lord.
I've heard concerning you that you're able to provide interpretations. Now, if you're able to read the writing and make its interpretation known to me, then you will be clothed with purple, a gold necklace will be placed around your neck, and you will rule as the third one in the kingdom.
You may keep your gifts. Give your presents to others. However, I will read the writing to the king. The Most High God granted to Nebuchadnezzar the kingdom, and greatness, and honor, and majesty. But when his heart became haughty, he was brought down from the throne of his kingdom, and his dignity was taken away. But you, Belshazzar, you have not humbled your heart, although you knew all of this. Instead, you exalted yourself against the Lord of the heavens. You had them bring you the vessels of his house. And then you and your nobles, your concubines and secondary wives drank wine from them and praised the gods of silver and gold. Gods who see nothing and hear nothing and know nothing. But you've not glorified the God in whose hand is your breath and all your ways. So the hand was sent from him. This is the interpretation of the words. Meaning, God has numbered the days of your kingdom and brought it to an end. Tekel, you have been weighed in the balances and found lacking. Perez, your kingdom's been divided and given to the Medes and the Persians.
King Darius, this is Daniel, a Jew taken captive by the Babylonians.
Did you interpret the handwriting from the gods?
No. And not me, O king. My God, the God of Israel.
We could use a satrap who understands the captives. I confess, a satrap is not as prominent a position as Belshazzar granted you.
My lord, Daniel refused every gift and honor Belshazzar offered him.
A man without a price. We don't need you as a satrap. We need you over them. Tura, pronounce Daniel's appointment throughout the kingdom. I'll want those stealing from the treasury to know that they will now be held accountable.
Daniel, you'll make a fine high official.
Only with Jehovah's help. Why is the land tax so high?
Another revolt?
This is far more troubling. I just collected the land tax from an administrator.
Did he pay?
Yes, but he refuses to give us our fees.
I've had the same problem. They're calling anything more than the tax extortion.
What's changed?
Daniel.
Have you offered him anything to make him more reasonable?
He won't take a shekel of silver.
Daniel claims that what he receives is more than enough.
Don't be so naive. He's putting on a show of integrity for the king.
It won't last. Darius will tire of him soon enough.
There seems to be a discrepancy in the taxes due the treasury, my lord.
You're brave to say that here.
I know it's hard to hear.
We'll review the evidence. Daniel, your time here has given you much wisdom. How long have you been here?
Over 70 years.
Share more with me. Tell me about the dreams you interpreted for Nebuchadnezzar.
Interpretations belong to my God, Jehovah. He revealed the dreams to me. Have I really been in Babylon over 70 years? Jeremiah's prophecy. When 70 years have been fulfilled, I'll call to account the king of Babylon and that nation for their error. Belshazzar's death. It's been fulfilled. What does this mean for God's people? When 70 years at Babylon are fulfilled, I will turn my attention to you, and I will make good my promise by bringing you back to this place. Judah. I must approach Jehovah to confess the sin of my people. Oh, Jehovah, do hear, do forgive. Oh, Jehovah, do pay attention and act. Do not delay for your own sake. Oh, my God.
Oh, Daniel. Now I have come to give you insight and understanding. When you began your entreaty, the word went out, and I have come to report it to you. There are 70 weeks that have been determined for your people and your holy city in order to terminate the transgression.
Daniel, Azrael and Hannah are here.
Hello, Daniel.
It's so good to see you. Efer, come sit with me. I have good news.
What's the good news?
Jehovah has long told us we will return to Judah. I looked again at Jeremiah's prophecy. This is what Jehovah says. When 70 years at Babylon are fulfilled, I will make good my promise by bringing you back to this place. 70 years. That means God's people will return soon.
How can you be sure?
Jehovah sent an angel to tell me.
An angel?
He said that the city and its temple will be rebuilt, and Messiah will finally come. You will get to see the temple rebuilt.
But won't it be dangerous?
Jehovah is eager to fulfill the needs of his people. He told Isaiah, we won't bear children for distress, for they're the offspring made up of those blessed by Jehovah. And if Jehovah says it,
It's as good as done.
But isn't the land desolate?
that's why we'll need skilled builders for the restoration work.
Does this mean you'll return to Judah?
I sure hope so. Have a team of workers maintain the roads. Otherwise, conditions will only worsen during the rainy season.
Tura, see that it's done. How is it that you know so much?
Well, I can't take credit, my lord.
We have many great men who provide the information we need, O King.
Daniel, about that satrap in Susa. Should he be replaced?
My men have thoroughly investigated, and the satrap has been diverting palace money to his own pocket.
That's impossible.
Isn't he your nephew, Latanus?
Indeed. And I can vouch for his integrity.
There must be some mistake.
How can Daniel know his character as I do? I will speak with him and resolve the matter.
We Medes and Persians are not as intolerant as these Jews. I'm sure we can fix this.
Very well. Settle it quickly, and that will be all.
My lord, I'm so sorry. You have guests.
All you Jews do is pray.
I could not serve the king the way I do without God's help.
Serve the king by intimidating satraps.
I've only done what I should.
An outsider has no place telling us how to conduct business.
I act in the king's interest.
We've heard how you acted in Nebuchadnezzar's interest. You made him go insane.
That was a message from Jehovah.
Call it what you will, but do not interfere with us.
If it seemed easy to remove a satrap, think of how much easier it will be to get rid of an old Jew.
Honor to be with you.
Do you know why I summoned you?
No, my lord.
That satrap whose dismissal Daniel recommended. What's become of him?
Yes, we thoroughly investigated the matter.
Was there negligence?
None.
Any omission of duty?
Not at all.
All taxes due the treasury have come to the treasury?
Every shekel of gold and quart of beer are accounted for.
Daniel reached a different conclusion.
Daniel, he served the Babylonian kings well, but...
He's so old.
What Otanus means is, at Daniel's age, how reliable is his judgment?
His ideas are outdated.
Besides, he is a Jew.
Katu, we're tolerant of all peoples.
Yes, of course, that's my point.
Daniel, we were just talking about you. You were right. There's been a revolt in Susa. They demand a new satrap, one who doesn't steal from them.
But my lord, surely...
Enough! I sent my own inspectors, men I trust. Daniel, you've distinguished yourself over these men. Imagine what I could do if you were my prime minister.
Perhaps we could approach the king. That's no use. Daniel's manipulating him.
We need an accusation against Daniel, something Darius can't ignore.
But no one's accused him of anything.
Not yet. Assemble a team to comb through our laws. Surely he's violated something. You, interview merchants, inspectors, officials, whoever will make an accusation against him. Assure the accuser he will be generously rewarded. We have the Babylonian records. Search for any scandal that might implicate him.
There's nothing in the records.
Anything.
Not a shekel of silver is missing. In fact, when Daniel gets involved, corruption and loss go down.
Keep searching.
No one will speak against him. They all love him. And he has the king's trust. Usually the foreign merchants are ignored when they experience theft. However, Daniel stands up for them and investigates. He has thieves return whatever was stolen.
Even his friends are spotless. Nebuchadnezzar once forbade anyone to speak against their God.
Supposedly, this Jehovah saved them from the furnace
when they refused to worship a Babylonian god.
Jews won't worship other gods.
So it would seem.
I think you've solved our problem.
Katu? Utanas? What favor do you seek?
O King Darius, may you live on forever. This Babylon, of which you are king, is mighty but diverse.
There are Babylonians, Egyptians, Greeks, and others.
Yes, Utanas, I know these things.
You are the rightful king, but also a foreigner and a newcomer. The people must adapt, or the kingdom could become unstable.
What do you suggest?
All royal officials, prefects, satraps, high royal officers, and governors have consulted together to establish a royal decree and to enforce a ban.
That for 30 days, whoever makes a petition to any god or man, except to you, O king, should be thrown into the lion's pit. The people are not above rebellion. Look what happened in Susa.
Now, O king, may you establish the decree and sign it, so that it cannot be changed according to the law of the Medes and the Persians.
Which cannot be annulled.
At this time, our empire experiences peace and prosperity unlike ever seen before. The recent acts of defiance in Susa, along with similar acts by small groups of radicals, seek to undermine our way of life. A way of life we will sacrifice for nothing. In honor of the glorious freedom so kindly granted by the empire, and as a reminder of its sovereignty, I, Darius the Mede, make this decree. For 30 days, anyone who makes a petition to any god or man, except to the king, should be thrown into the lion's pit.
You're not going home to pray, are you?
Ezra.
You know me. And so do my enemies. I pray at my window 3 times a day, every day. If I even appeared to compromise, what would they think?
That you stopped praying altogether.
Or even worse, that I had traded my worship for my life. I know Jehovah. And if I trust him, he'll reward me. I don't know how, but he will. Pray that I keep my faith, that we all keep our faith, no matter how this ends.
I have something for you.
Dinner's ready.
Hear me, O Jehovah. When I cry out, show me favor. And answer me. Your face, O Jehovah, I will seek to find. For you are my helper. Do not forsake me or leave me, my God of salvation.
O King, may you live on forever.
Did you not sign a ban stating that for 30 days any man who makes a petition to any god or man,
except to you, O King,
should be thrown into the lion's pit?
Yes, the matter's well established according to the law of the Medes and Persians. What's your business?
Daniel, who is of the exiles of Judah, has paid no regard to you, O King, nor to the ban that you signed.
But 3 times a day, he is praying.
Daniel? It can't be true. Are you sure?
He doesn't even try to deny it.
We're their witnesses.
All 5 of us, my lord. We can attest to it.
But he is old. Does he know what he's doing?
As a high official, surely he understands what it means to obey the king.
Let me be.
Should we arrest Daniel?
Leave the matter to me. Daniel should indeed be made an example of. I will remove him from his post and expel him from the city tomorrow morning.
My lord.
All will learn that our laws must be obeyed.
But the law actually states that the accused would be thrown into the lion's pit, my lord.
I see what you're doing. Have you no shame?
The law of the Medes and the Persians is that any ban or decree that the king establishes cannot be changed.
We only wish the king to receive the honor he deserves.
Take him to the pit.
Your God, whom you are continually serving, will rescue you.
Remove the stone.
Daniel. Daniel.
O King, may you live on forever.
He lives. Bring him up.
My God sent his angel and shut the mouths of the lions, and they have not harmed me. For I was found innocent before him. Nor have I done any wrong to you, O King.
Armenia is mine. Daniel let them off too easily. We need their exceptional horses for our cavalry. And a few for myself.
Fine. You take Armenia. I have my eye on Bactria and its precious stones.
Must you divide up Daniel's kingdom now?
Check the back room.
What is the meaning of this?
You're being arrested for crimes against Darius, the king.
The king ordered Daniel's arrest, not ours.
Daniel was arrested and lifted from the pit this morning, unharmed.
It can't be. The lions must have already been fed.
Perhaps they were ill.
The lions were ill? Not hungry? Throw them and their families into the pit, where they can test their theories.
I'm issuing an order that in every domain of my kingdom, people are to tremble in fear before the God of Daniel. For he is the living God and he endures forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed.
He rescues, saves, and performs signs and wonders in the heavens and on the earth. For he rescued Daniel from the paw of the lions.
Darius wrote that?
He's sending it to all of his subjects.
We were so worried. Were you scared?
I was very scared. But Jehovah helps us when we're scared.
They're scared of going to Jerusalem. Efer.
We're still thinking about it.
What about you? Are you going back? The king says we're all allowed to go.
I'd love to go home. But I think it's too late for me.
And I don't want to go either.
Oh, no, don't cry. If you go, you'll see a better city than the one I left. You'll see prophecies fulfilled. A city full of people worshiping Jehovah. And a new temple, the most beautiful building on earth.
Stay close to Jehovah. You will be blessed.
One thing I have asked from Jehovah. That I might dwell in the house of Jehovah all the days of my life. To gaze upon the blessedness of Jehovah. And to look with appreciation on his temple.
Daniel, you need to rest.
O Daniel, you very precious man, I have been sent to you. Do not be afraid, Daniel. Your words have been heard from the first day you gave your heart to understanding and humbling yourself before your God. I have come to make you understand what will befall your people in the final part of the days.
I have no strength. There's no breath left in me.
Do not be afraid, O very precious man. May you have peace. Be strong. Be strong.
Let my Lord speak, for you have strengthened me.
I will tell you the things recorded in the writings of truth. Look, 3 more kings will stand up for Persia, and the 4th one will amass greater riches than all others.
Oh, my Lord, what will be the outcome of these things?
Happy is the one who keeps an expectation. Go on to the end. You will rest, but you will stand up for your lot at the end of the days.
we eat those foods, we'll disobey our God.
You fear your God?
I do. Interpretations belong to my God, Jehovah. I know that He will reveal it to me.
Jehovah is eager to fulfill the needs of his people. I know Jehovah. And if I trust him, he'll reward me. I don't know how, but he will.